Peoria, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Davita Jackson and Anna Crilly. Regional news with Elise Escaranli and Ashley Cassie, and the Midstate News Team. The Sporting Life with Adam Sokolowski and Katie Lee. Anthony Majori is State of the Arts. And Nebraska's favorite son, Daniel McAllister, is surfacing the underground, while Rebecca Fetter leads our street team. Our movie reviewers are Jonna Bond and Josh Fletcher with Dallas the Dog. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine, with your hosts, Davita Jackson and Anna Crilly. Fade in, camera two.
Welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Davita Jackson.
And I'm Anna Crilly. Gee, Davita, you look really familiar.
You look kind of familiar too. Have we been here before? Deja vu? Deja vu?
Maybe.
I know why.
Why?
You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, you too!
Oh my God!
I remember that! Okay, that's so awesome. Okay.
You did. What did you do, street team?
I did, and you were host, right?
I was host for a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
2 seasons under my belt, you know what I'm saying? I did it. It was a nice experience, but we're going to have a great new season, don't you think, Anna?
I do. Do you think you could tell me a little bit about how it was last time you worked here?
It was great. It was awesome. I love being on the camera. My fans, you know, I got fan mail, I got letters, I got date. I'm just playing.
That was all from me.
You did too. You were so cute on the street thing. But I think they're going to check me out in the Best of Davita clip. So let's check that out.
Alright.
Best of me. It was so good.
Right here now, I'm going to start pulling it up like they do in Ghost.
Pull it up. That famous sexy part. Uh-oh. He's done it. He's pulling it up. It makes me so proud to be a Bradley student because of our speech team. Were you scared to go to New York City?
No.
How old were you, like
Complete
18,
blind ignorance,
17?
17 years old. Had
you-
no clue of what I was getting into.
Did you know anybody there?
Not a soul.
So
Not a
it's
soul.
kind of like one of those Madonna superstar stories where they just move up and just go. With Eric Tivers, it was so good. Your musical style, it made me want to dance. I had to get up and dance at the end and show myself and show everyone how I dance. I felt like Schroeder. You watch Charlie Brown? There was Schroeder, and I was like the little blonde-headed girl, except for my hair is dark and I'm not white. I saw him swinging at the Swingers World, and it was great. He taught me how to do like little thingy.
Well, yes, actually, it was probably the swing dance that you saw us at.
And then we do stuff like different tongue twisters like red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, leather. See, I can't
Here, ready? One more. Blue glue gun, green glue gun.
Blue glue gun, green. See, I can't even do it. I am so retarded.
A lot of my songs with lyrics are continual works in progress and, you know, constantly evolving as I evolve as a musician.
So it's like Michelle Branch has like hotel paper where she just like sees stuff. Like if you see a hot girl walking by, like I'm gonna write this song about her, and you just take a napkin or a piece of shirt or whatever and just write. Because it kind of reminded me of Titanic with the whole little, your shoes are the ballet shoes, and when she stood up, and you know, you remember that part, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the whole Irish dancing when they do the whole do. So have you ever flubbed up when you performed?
Oh
Did
yeah, I
anybody
had
ever?
one little slip there in my performance, but I mean,
Why
yeah,
are you
I
so
mean,
good? I didn't even notice.
oh, no, it's just kind of the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and I mean, the better you become.
What's one of your
at it.
biggest flubs you had? I'm getting my hands dirty.
Okay, we're going to start just by pinching that in a little bit.
Pinching it in.
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay.
it feels nice and
Yep.
soft.
And if you see how the handle there comes out, we're just going to do that.
Okay.
Start kind of slowly
Rubbing.
rubbing that in.
I don't look exactly like Demi Moore, but you know, you are kind of sexy. October what?
25th.
Okay, I will be there, so I know you have to be there. I'm going to be there. All right, I will be there. I'll be there, so you need to be there. So if you want to take your parents and yourself, because I know I will be there to see Stephen
I'm
King's
holding you to that
Misery.
now.
I will
You
be
set it
there.
on.
Well, Davita, first of all, love the hats.
Yes, I had a hat fetish last season. I was just into hats. I loved it a lot.
It was a good call. And the gray shirt with the white stripe really accentuated the bust area.
Thank you. I've been working on it. You know, I have a lot of this, but not a lot of that. So I kind of try to wear things that make me look
Yeah,
like I have a
I'm
little
really
bit
glad
more.
we sit. This is big here
See
too.
how big my little booty is. Okay, it's not.
But
winning.
yeah, it's my turn, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna show some clips of what you did on Street Team.
Yay! It's gonna be really embarrassing.
It's not gonna be embarrassing. It was fun though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good times.
It was good times.
Good times.
Going to meet lots of people. We're gonna see how you did that. So here is the best of my girl Anna coming up.
I've been wondering how we put this segment together, or maybe you're just waiting for a better show like Midstate to come on. Now in the rap community, there's the East Coast artist, West Coast artist feud going on. Do you think if this was maybe introduced to Iraq that it would add to their turmoil and actually be a detriment to them? Why are you laughing? We're serious about this now.
That is the funniest question.
Really?
Since like ever.
So, Anna, what do you do for Street Team? Well, Anna, I'm the host, and I ask people questions, and I try to get them to look stupid, but sometimes they're really smart, and I just look stupid instead. Do you have any funny experiences that have happened along the way?
One day I responded to a call on Western Avenue where a patient was passed out on the side of the street. And when we got there and woke him up, we asked him where he was from. He told me he had fallen out of the sky from heaven and he was good friends with Jesus.
What are weapons of mass destruction?
Well, what I just did in the WC is a weapon of mass destruction. That's for sure.
Very nice. All joking aside, he really is quite abusive. That's why I like to make fun of him. I feel it's warranted. Like he hits Mike sometimes, which, you know, probably because he's a guy. I mean, he can't hit girls, but, you know, I'm waiting for the day he's just gonna, like, throw all his, you know, morals out the window and just start beating the crap out of me.
Who's the leader of Iraq?
Oh, that scoundrel.
Who is in the UN?
Jesse James.
Pretty good. All right. What are weapons of mass destruction?
AK-47s, 9mm, both eyes.
Sounds good to me. I like protecting the streets.
Well, let me tell you, it's not an easy job, but somebody's got to do that, and that somebody is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Well, I hope that was informative for all of you, and at least mildly entertaining. This is Anna Crilly, taking it to the streets.
What are weapons of mass destruction?
Well, what I just did.
Is it me, or did I look drugged out the entire time?
You did not look drugged out, but
Well,
I
I
could
was.
see the whole hippie thing. Hey, dude. And also, you could have done the show by yourself. I like you talk to yourself and how you can just do it now.
You're actually me.
I'm
With
actually-
makeup on, and they just go back and forth.
So you should do that. Try it for me. Say, hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna. How
Do
you
a
doing?
conversation with yourself. I'll just sit back and just watch.
Yeah, I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, enough of that. Enough of that, Anna. And you got to meet celebrities like Spider-Man.
Oh, God.
Did you meet Batman or Catwoman or anybody else?
No, I
lately?
met Wolverine, actually,
You met
from
Wolverine?
the Uncanny X-Men.
He is so sexy. He kind of reminds me
Oh,
of that.
God. And it was cold out, you know, like, shink, shink.
But I think that you had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun.
Yes.
So we saw the clips of both of us.
Yeah.
Now we're going to start the new season.
Yeah.
Do some new things.
I'm excited. So here's Anthony Majori. He's new, and he's going to be doing the State of the Arts
State of the Arts clip.
Good afternoon, my name is Anthony Majori, and this is State of the Arts, your home for some of the best live music on TV. And best of all, most of the performers are from right here in Central Illinois. Today we have Mike Ingram from Champaign, who's going to be playing a song, So Far Away, off his upcoming CD. Mike, stage is yours.
Something you said before you
stuck in my head for days. There was never enough time to do all the things you wanted to, like say goodbye. Everything fades. Everything fades. So far, I don't need you. So far, there are days when I don't think about you. So far, it's getting easier to breathe, but so far, you're still in my dreams. How long until I'm just another face in the crowd? You know much you don't see me. Well, my dreams, they fail me. Well, they can't keep you out of my head anymore. Well, everything fades. Well, everything fades. So far, I don't need you. So far, there are days when I don't think about you. So far, it's getting easier to breathe, but so far, you're still in my dreams. No, 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 no. So far, I don't need you. So far, there are days when I don't think about you. So far, it's getting easier to breathe, but so far, you're still in my dreams. I'll get over you, I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king of wishful thinking. I'm the king of wishful thinking.
In line to get a government form is really old hat. But you don't have to wait in line, because now the government is officially online at firstgov.gov. It's easy and secure to print out the same Social Security form you're waiting in line for. Buy surplus government property, get tax forms, and more.
Pinky, we're out of here.
Firstgov.gov. The waiting is over.
All right, and we are back with Mike Ingram. Mike, the song you just played so far is going to be on your upcoming CD. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
It's a 5-song EP, a couple songs full band, a couple songs not full band, and yeah, it comes out March 19th. We're having a CD release party then. So.
Awesome, awesome. You do have a website.
Yes, I do.
MikeIngram.com.
INGRAM.
Yes, what can we find on that?
There's some downloads, a couple live tracks, things like that, and a little bit of information, tour dates especially, things like that. So.
Tour dates. Now, you're on tour constantly. It seems like you're touring, doing shows 4 or 5 days a week. So
yeah, in the state, usually when I'm back at home, I can do state shows and stuff like that, and then, you know, every once in a while head out for, you know, Midwest or whatever, so.
Very cool, very cool. So when can people see you if they want to check out a live show upcoming soon?
Coming up, I've got a couple shows in the Central Illinois area, some Champaign, some Charleston, things like that. I think I'm actually working on a show here too, hopefully for the near future, so maybe people can come out. It'll be on the website, so.
Awesome, awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about why you got into music to begin with?
I really enjoy, you know, I like playing for people. I like getting people's reactions and seeing how my music affects them. So, you know.
Right on, right on. All right, well, Mike, it's been a pleasure having you here. I thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And hopefully we will be able to see you sometime in the future here in Peoria.
Definitely.
So that is all for Midstate and State of the Arts this week, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony. You did a good job. I'm
That
proud
was
of
wonderful for the first time, and I know he's going to kill me, but the musician did really good, but he kind of looked like, have you seen Spaceballs?
Of course.
He kind of looked, his hair looked like Barf, but
Yes.
Barf was so sexy.
Yes, he's
in
not as
Spaceballs.
big as John Candy.
He's not. No, he's not as big as John Candy, but
and
Barf,
much more
when
attractive.
When I first saw Spaceballs, I was like, oh my God, he's just so, the haircut. It's a nice, interesting haircut. Did a great job,
With
though.
the ears. You know, you have to go around the ears.
He did a wonderful, wonderful job.
Yes, he did amazing.
So who I thinking I want J-Lo and Beyonce to be on State of the Arts.
You know, that would be
more
cool.
music.
But I
you
think
know,
it would be more appropriate to have Ben Folds and his piano here.
Who's Ben Folds? Enlighten me. Then who's Ben Folds?
He plays the piano. He's
And
indie rock, I guess.
indie rock, so we're gonna have some indie rock.
Yeah, yeah.
I want indie rock
But,
and J-Lo and no, Ben doesn't sing, does he?
Hey, Davida, I have a question for you. What's next on the show?
What is next is we have the news with Ashley and Elise. We're gonna check that out. So here's the news.
Hello and welcome to Midstate News. I'm Ashley Cassie.
And I'm Elise Escaronley. Ameren announced that it plans to acquire Decatur-based Illinois Power. If this acquisition is approved, 2/3 of downstate Illinois will be served by Ameren. In response to the concern of new company service tactics, Ameren Senior Vice President David Whitley says all of this is about providing better service and keeping costs low. Ameren's acquisition of Illinois Power is expected to be complete by the end of the year.
Illinois Department of Public Health classified a sewer gas leak in Knoxville as an immediate hazard to health. Local officials suspect bacteria and grease from local food service facilities as the cause of the gas. In order to kill the bacteria within the main sewer, city officials plan on using 2 daily doses of chlorine. A new legislation was recently signed by Governor Blagojevich, which will help raise up to $430 million in federal Medicaid dollars for hospitals, nursing homes, and state government. This legislation requires the state's 200 hospitals to pay up to $560 million in annual assessments to capture up to $860 million in new Medicaid dollars over the next 2 years. Medicaid reimbursements will increase from 80 to 92%. However, this bill still needs federal approval before it can be implemented.
Edison, the company that manages 4 District 150 schools in Peoria, is in danger of not returning. Edison Education is non-traditional and caters to accelerated learning. However, with $1,600 more spent on each student, Terry Knapp of the Peoria Federation of the Teachers complains, quote, "The money that should be educating all Peoria school children goes to those special students in those special programs. Yet their test scores are the same or higher than the ones like Edison who are enjoying the money," quote. Talks will resume later this month. Imported prescription drugs got a thumbs down this week. The Federal Drug Administration and Illinois Pharmacists Group are warning people about the dangers of buying foreign drugs. They plan to distribute literature on the topic at pharmacies and other locations. The FDA says they have information that imported drugs may be harmful or ineffective. The Illinois Pharmacists Association was the first group to ask to distribute information. The campaign comes right as Governor Rod Blagojevich is trying to set up a program that would let Illinois purchase drugs from Canada.
68 people have now been charged in the driver's license bribery scandal, Operation Safe Road. The latest, John McGowan, a Chicago executive assistant in the Office of Secretary of State Jesse White, was charged with taking $800 worth of bribes to reinstate suspended driver's license. McGowan is currently on unpaid leave pending termination proceedings. The Massachusetts High Court declared that same-sex couples are entitled to equal marriage rights. The court issued the opinion at the request of legislators who wanted to know whether civil unions would suffice. The court has given the legislature 6 months to make changes, setting the stage for the first legal same-sex marriage. The ruling came a week before the Constitutional Convention, where the legislature will consider an amendment. President Bush called the ruling deeply troubling, Bush says. If activist judges insist on redefining marriage by court order, the only alternative will be the constitutional process. We must do what is legally necessary to defend the sanctity of marriage. The federal government and 38 other states have enacted laws barring the recognition of any gay marriages in other jurisdictions.
If you've noticed an increase in your car insurance rates, a new study may explain why. The Insurance Research Council has found that injury claims are on the rise. This comes as auto-related injuries are becoming less severe. Researchers believe the cost increase is due in part to the use of advanced treatments. Clients are more likely to get a CT scan or an MRI than in the past. The study was based on claims made more than 2 years ago. And in tonight's Oddly Enough file, right on the heels of Valentine's Day, many eBay entrepreneurs are investing in Cupid's misfortunes for lovelorn. How? By offending imaginary girlfriends. To the highest bidders goes the photos of the girl, emails, and perfume letters, but as one lister cautioned, quote, "This in no way makes me your real girlfriend." However, eBay has been pulling some imaginary girlfriend ads after a pair of Las Vegas women promised two buyers a month-long relationship that can be anything you want it to be. God, I didn't know that they were doing that on eBay now.
I think you can get just about anything on eBay these days.
Well, I wonder how much that would even cost to get an imaginary girlfriend.
Oh, geez.
So, I don't know. But
now for sports with Adam.
Thank you, Ashley. Both Bradley men's and women's basketball teams continued their unlucky streak against Wichita State Shockers last week. The BU men just couldn't find the basket. Wichita, on the other hand, drained three-pointers to win the game with a score of 78-57. Marcella Somerville led the Braves' failed effort with 11 points and 6 rebounds. The Braves added another tally to the loss column, making their overall record 10-13 this season. The women got a little closer to the Shockers. As Dina Williams paced the Braves' attempted comeback with 15 points and 7 rebounds, but her effort wasn't enough. Wichita State dominated the boards with a win in the game at 76-61, dropping the BU women to 4-15 so far. ICC fared better than the Braves on the court. The men pulled out a 57-56 victory over Lincoln College to improve an already impressive record of 18 wins and 5 losses. The women Krugers blew past the Southwestern Illinois 76-46. The ICC have only lost twice this season, holding a 23-3 mark. The Rivermen got last weekend off due to collapsing arena in Johnstown. They returned to the ice Thursday, downing the Cincinnati Cyclones 3-2. Greg Black, Marty Johnson, and Chad Starling all found the back of the net for the Rivs, putting the team 27-12-8 this year. The team has the home rink advantage this weekend against the Idaho Steelheads. Then they come to town this Friday and Saturday night for the face-off. The Saturday night match should be this weekend's hot ticket, as it features both free bobblehead dolls to fans and Valentine's Day wedding vows at center ice. And that's it for sports, and back to you, Elise and Ashley.
Thanks, Adam. All right, that's it for today's news on Midstate News.
Be sure to join us next week. Back to you, Davita and Anna.
Thanks, guys. There's a lot of more new faces in the news.
Yes, and more names to try and remember.
And one thing I want to say about Elise in particular is the girl always has the cutest suit and the baddest shoes. Cutest suits and the baddest shoes. Elise, holla at me on that wardrobe. And I think they're talking in the movies about American Wedding.
Yes.
Which one?
That one is my favorite.
That
out
was
of
your
the three.
favorite?
Yes.
Stifler, American Pie series. He made the whole movie like just
Oh
funny.
yeah.
He made it really, really funny. You were talking earlier in the break about who they say you like.
People say I'm like Michelle.
'Cause she's
you know,
hot.
this one time,
Like
band
one day in
camp.
band camp, like I saw this guy and he was
But
like,
I never
so
went to
cute.
band camp.
Okay, so more of the DVD argument about American Pie with Josh Fletcher and Jonna. So that's gonna be good, I guess.
Hello and welcome to our first edition of DVD Argument. I'm Jonna Bond.
And I'm Josh Fletcher with my buddy Dallas.
Of course, Dallas.
Can't forget Dallas.
No. Here at DVD Argument, we'll be reviewing recent DVDs, and today we're going to be looking at American Wedding, the third and hopefully final addition to the American Pie movies.
Hopefully final? What do you mean? Oh well, let's give a brief overview before we let our opinions roll.
All right, well, you're right. American Wedding, it starts out with a proposal from Jason Biggs' quirky little character to his band geek girlfriend Michelle, played by Allison Hannigan.
Jim, it's
But
Dad.
as with everything that Jim
left the
tries to
ring
do,
at
something
home. The box is
always
empty,
ends up
but
going
I'm on my
wrong.
way and I've got the ring, so don't panic, son, okay? Bye-bye.
Who's that? Your kids. You.
As a typical American Pie movie, we see how Jim's friends deal with his engagement and how Stifler, Sean William Scott, fights to fit in and be part of the wedding.
While trying to fit in, one of the tasks that Steve Stifler does is to help win Michelle her perfect wedding dress, and he does this in a dance-off.
Okay, so what did you think of American Wedding?
My honest opinion, I was really excited for it to come out because the other two were just, they were pretty funny. Vulgar humor, that's what I expected. I don't think it needed to be made, honestly. It wasn't necessary.
I don't know, I think it was a good capper to the series. I mean, we saw how the characters developed over the three films, and you know, you knew it had to end eventually, and you know, this is the best way they could have done it.
Well, I do see how you can think that. Like, I don't think it was a total waste of a movie, but it didn't need to be made. I mean, I think we were capped off, you know, they went to college, they were still doing their things. The characters with Steve Stifler, I mean, his character changed way too much for me. In the first two movies, he was kind of a jerk, and now he's not.
But I mean, all the characters changed. I think that's what, you know, need to be done. All the characters need to have some sort of final, you know, bit of themselves all put together.
Yeah, well, we could argue about this all day, but that's going to be pretty much it for DVD Argument. Again, I'm Jonna Bond.
And I'm Josh Fletcher with my buddy Dallas. Back to you, Anna and Davida.
Wow, that was quite a cat fight.
Thank you, Josh and Jonna. It was a cat fight, and you know, our producer kind of looks like Michelle's fiance. He's kind of hot. And then watching the little gay guy, the big burly gay guy dance. Wasn't that funny?
Yes, that was hilarious.
I enjoyed that part. Big gay guys are funny.
Yes.
Trivia. Will Smith from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, his dad, Phil, the big guy.
Yeah.
Tell me you watched the show.
I do, of course.
He's gay in real life.
No.
He's that big and like that. I don't understand it, but I love all gay people, gay marriages. Rock on.
Yeah.
Should've legal.
Okay. Getting political there.
Yes, a little bit.
All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have for
all
today.
the time we have for today, so check us out next week on Midstate Magazine.
Toodles. Bye.